What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Lady Nika. Look, I wasn't even supposed to be on at work today. I was supposed to be on camera, but due to unforeseen shit going on, I had to come down and through. So shit, y'all. That fucks up my entire Thursday of doing on camera videos. But I'll be on camera for Fuck Shit Friday. So we'll be able to see each other and talk and fellowship and all that good shit. But right now I'm gonna have to go on and crank out these 3 videos, 2 on this channel, 1 on another channel, all screen, cause where I'm at, these people logos everywhere, and I ain't hell no. These YouTube streets a little bit too much, bitch. Anyway, this is season 7, episode 9 of Black Ink Crew New York. Signature not required. Okay. Now we pick back up with Sky and Genesis. You remember, they finally have set aside all their differences and they loving on one another, and they crying, and he telling her how tall he is because she asked, and, they reminiscing. He remembers when it was just him and her, all of that. She said they look alike, which he said, yeah, they do, and that's why they be bumping heads like they do, and she just bust out laughing because she know it was true. It was a beautiful moment, y'all. I really was here for Sky and her son reconciliation. That's what it's all about, keeping families together or bringing them back together. Now, they go back inside the shop, and Desi tells them, look, my homeboy back home was killed in the place that, I stayed. He said he went out and his roommates had some folks over, and by the time he came back, the police was everywhere, and when he went into the apartment, child, it was riddled with bullet holes everywhere, and the friend had died. Now, Sky think, she asking, is he hanging out in the streets? He said, no. In my opinion, I don't think he really hanging out in the streets, but I think he hanging out with people that do hang out in the street, and they're not good influences. Now, he's probably not, like I said, doing it, but my suspicion strong that he is hanging out with the wrong crowd. Sky asked Genesis what he thought, and he said, you are who you hang with. He tell this, and things like this can land you in jail, and jail ain't what you want. He know firsthand. And I said, yeah, he got a point there. Child, Genesis is about to fuck around and have me as a fan. Y'all know I gave him the business for trying to fight Sky last season and whatnot. I didn't like it, but he seems to have gotten himself together, and he's spitting some straight facts on this entire, on both scenes that I've seen him in, which is when him and his brother talked and when him and his mama talked. This boy got a lot of sense about himself, and I like that. Who you are, who you engage with is for sure who people are going to equate you to. If you hang, they say birds of a feather flock together, girl, that ain't no lie, okay? That's why my circle small, okay? I got too much good going on in my life to be affiliated with folks who ain't got shit to lose. So that's why my circle is very, very small. She says she needs her sons to be okay. And, she all emotional and stuff like that, because this ain't a good situation for her son to be in. Now, let's go over to Mil and Lilo, whatever his name. Shit ain't been working right with them as of late. He upset that they not working together as planned, and he said that he felt like her working for Black Ink Crew has somewhat changed who she is, and he don't really feel Black Ink Crew. He say they not very professional. They don't ever, they don't live their life the way him and her used to live their life. And since she been around these people, she's starting to turn into them. Like he told her, you sitting up here with your wig hooked up, your face made up nice, but you asking me for a tack gun. Why you ain't got that? Even on Instagram, all I see these people doing is partying all the time. Where's the money coming in? And you becoming just like them, so this is bothering me. He told her that she totally detached from what they stand for and how they used to view life and what they wanted to do. And he don't like the person that she becoming since she been hanging out and working over at that Black Ink place, and he don't want no parts of it. Now, she just standing there crying and whatnot, and he just walked away. Then we got Sky and C's meeting up, talking, and she telling him about Genesis getting back on track with her and how that, how they seem to be working their relationship out. And he was surprised, but he was also pleased to hear that. Then she started talking about Desi and his situation, and, She worrying because she feel like he ain't got no structure in his life right now since he not in school and whatnot. So C suggested that, well, why don't you just move him up here to New York? That way we can be around him and keep an eye on him, because we know these streets. That foster mama may not be street savvy. We are. So we can be an influence better than she can right now in his life. And she thinks that might be a good idea, but she gonna talk to the foster mom about that first before she approached him. Now, Taki suggested that they have a body painting party or some shit like that, and C's was with it. But then he mentions that he fired Donna and he ain't trying to hear shit about her, so don't bring her up to me here, basically is what he's saying. Then this chick busts in the shop. Her name is Signature, honey. She come in talking about doing marketing for C's, and Kitty let her know immediately, that's what I do. And if you got something to say, you can talk to me. She said, well, I'm going to show C's first, and then I'll talk to you next. I already knew I ain't like her attitude. She sits next to C's and starts her presentation. Kitty now liking it. Say she come in there with a Canadian tuxedo on and trying to, basically do team too much. Child, Miss Mo act like she had the master plan on how C's can level up, as she stated, and everybody at the shop just looking at her girl like, who are you? They laughing and shit, right? Kitty told Signature that she can come and talk to her because C's too busy for that. And old girl said, well, C's, you too busy? He said he had time for her pretty face. Now, that's all he said he had time for, her pretty face. So she say, do mosquito know? And child, I screamed. Kitty say, it's Miss Kitty. She said, and that means pussy. Child, Kitty was not ready. She had no comeback for her. Signature gave C's her number and she walked out. And Kitty said, you trying to be funny, C's, but we gonna talk about this later. And that nigga told her, all right, Rhythm Nation, girl, I was hollering. C's be, ooh. Now, Donna, Donna didn't rent this space to tap from, and Alex is there trying, look, girl, go talk to C's. Maybe you can get your job back. See, Donna, you think you add too much value to the shop. You could get out of pocket sometime and still remain safe, but you don't know how to do that. You lucky this man to put up with you for the 5 years that he did, because you don't add much value being as, in that particular shop has been more of a value to you and how you live than it has been for him. Okay? This show viewed by millions. So he helped you by allowing you to ride on his level up, which in turn became your level up. Okay? So you not all you think you are. But she says she'll think about it. Now, y'all know I never kick a bitch down without extending a hand to lift her ass back up. To Donna's credit, on this scene, it was one of the best looking scenes she's had. I would suggest that she keep this look and not deviate from it with all that other stuff she like to do to herself. This was a good look. And also, I will give her this. That tat she did last night, I liked it. Okay? Keep taking lessons from Alex. You almost there, girl. Now, see, I can be nice too. Now, Mel down to the bar, and Miss Kitty slide through to check on her, and child Mel in her feelings about Lilo. She says she think they about to be from Nito, and she won't, she say breakup is imminent. She fears single motherhood. She all in her feelings, crying, and Miss Kitty telling her girl, no matter how this thing may go, just know that we got your back. We gonna support you. Now, on some real, Melody glow up is by being on 2 shows. And I think that is somewhat affecting her relationship with her man. Because let's just be honest. We know who Melody is. Who is he? You see what I'm saying, y'all? I ain't trying to be funny in them, but, he always been kind of condescending towards her, in my opinion. He give me a little narc tease about himself, so I ain't wishing that they break up, but if they do, I can say that I won't be sad about it, and I feel like she can do a lot better. Just because they ain't together don't mean that they can't co-parent effectively with one another, and it might be just time for that ship to sail, because I ain't never seen it for him. He seemed like he more jealous than anything else, but that could just be me. Y'all let me know below. Now, C's asked Dizzy to come chat with him a spell, child. Asked him how things going. And Desi say not so well back home. So C's come up with the idea for him to do an internship at the shop, which of course Desi was excited about, and he accepted it, and C's put him to work. And I said, that's cool. I like that. Now let's go to the body painting party, y'all. C's comes in there and introduce everyone to Desi as the new intern, and they with it. Then he asks him, what Sky? And Desi say, in Miami. And apparently C's knew nothing about this. So he hollered at him over to the side. All Desi could say is she left to go handle something with some clothing or something. Now y'all know Sky got a boutique down in Miami, right? Okay, well, C's feel away because she's been crying to him about her son, yet she left him in New York City to go to Miami by himself. He tell Desi, you gonna come stay with me until she returns. Now, for those who may be slow, this is the scripted part of the show. Don't take this shit seriously. He knows she got a shop. He knows exactly what's going on, but y'all know how it is. You know, that Desi had to have a reason to be in New York alone. So don't get in your feels talking about the girl is abandoning her child again, because this is just a part of the script. I know some of y'all very literal, and you'll be all over me talking crazy about Sky, but no, it's not that deep. Now Donna comes to the party wanting to talk to C's. And I understood him saying not right now, because this is a party, girl. This ain't a good time for you to have this talk that you want to have with him on a serious level. She gonna tell him, well, I put myself on the line for you numerous of times. The least you could do is come talk to me. And he told her, when exactly did you put yourself on the line for me ever in life? And then he told her, you lack respect. You know, that's the reason why I don't really feel like talking to you. He said, little girl, I'm the boss. And yes, he did call her a little girl. Child, she then turns and says, remember, I tried to talk to him. You see how easily he can dispose of me after 5 years. He can do the same thing to you. And C's reminded her, girl, I started from the bottom, now I'm here. I started out doing tests in the projects. Me and Teddy put into this, and now we here today. I don't owe anybody any damn thing. And he don't owe Donna shit, because he gave her a real chance a few times, and he don't have to talk to her at a time where he don't feel like having that kind of conversation. She get mad and walk out, and Miss Kitty gonna say, well, see, you could have listened to her. And he tells her, now you got something to say about this situation? Then he lost me right here. Now, I was rocking with him until he said, y'all bitches be tripping. Now, that's not boss behavior to call someone out their name over a difference of opinion. He told her if she ain't like what he had just said, then she can go with him. And Kitty, like, really, see, she kind of shocked he came like that, but she walked out. Now, she ain't gone no damn well, but she walked out. Her and Tati outside, talking about all that, when Miss Signature sachets her ass on past them and speaks, and then they looking at her like, girl, what the fuck? Why is she here? Child, she go inside kissing ass and Boss sees this expensive yak and made a point to make sure that he knew it wasn't the cheap stuff. Kitty said she ain't about to let now bitch come in and build down the house she helped build. Now, hold on, Miss Kitty bitch. Y'all, we on season 7, right? Miss Kitty came along when? Toward the end of season 5 and all of season 6. And now we in season 7. What exactly did she build? Now, I can understand you being unfeeling about a bitch coming for your spot on the show. But you embellishing when you say you built anything, because you might have added a picture frame or two in there. But, girl, the house was already built. The brand existed already. Now, Miss Kitty then walks into the shop, and Signature say, that's your brand ambassador. And Kitty said, yes, I am. And then she smushed old girl. And Signature was shocked. Kitty bopped her then and chimed in. The windmill fest started. Security stops them, separates them. Signature acting like she just bought that life and want to do some shit to Kitty. Finally breaks loose and child call herself gonna run outside to resume the fight, but Kitty gone, and that's what we pretty much ended off at. I said, if y'all don't sit y'all motherfucking asses down somewhere today, you better. Girl. Ignorant. Just ignorant, child. Just ignorant. I can't. Anyway, that was it. That was all. Y'all let me know if I left anything out. The conversation always can continue at the bottom. Again, I apologize for not being on camera. But y'all, I am out and about. I'm making a good little coin today. So I'm doing this in between breaks. So I'm giving you the best that I can right now. We will fellowship tomorrow evening at some point with Fuck Shit Friday. I'll be on camera. We're going to be talking shit and swallowing spit. But that's it for this review right here. We will pick this bullshit up next week when we get to the next episode. Y'all let me know your thoughts and opinions. And as always, remember the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please remember to rate the video on your way out. Ratings get me recognized on these YT streets. Subscribe to the channel. It's free, child. And don't forget to slap that notification bell so that each and every time I'm down here spitting, you will be notified and you can come on down and come on through. I'll see you guys for Greenleaf momentarily. Peace.